Hi guys, this is Ray in Chiang Rai. I'm sitting with Ian, and from what I can gather, Ian has an interesting story. So, hi Ian.
Hello.
How about you tell us what you want to share?
Today I went up and walked around the lake. It's about 2.6 kilometers. It's around 6 a.m. and then that's how I start my day. So a little bit about like how do I feel about Chiang Rai?
Yeah, how do you feel about it? Why are you here?
Okay. Like as I mentioned, I was living in excruciating poverty in America. I was homeless for the last 3.5 years that I lived in America. This is actually pretty common over there because of how bad the economy is and the violence and the crime and everything. I had already traveled abroad quite a bit, but I kept going back because I was naive and I thought it's going to get better, you know, things will get better, just keep working hard, you know, it'll work out. And I ended up out on the streets all alone with nothing. So that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. So I knew that I needed to get out with my life, and this was 2015. So this is before COVID and all that. So what I did was I had already been to Europe 3 times. First, I went to, you know, people hype up Thailand. Thailand this, Thailand that. It's amazing. Blah blah blah. So I went to a free presentation at the public library where I was living in Colorado, and there was a Thai woman and a man who worked in Thailand in the Peace Corps. So they did a whole presentation, and like I said, I was homeless, but I was working, so I had money saved up. So I took a plane in December of 2015. And I basically just looked on the map, start in Bangkok, then up to Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Chiang San, and then back down. And spend a week in each one and just see what the hype's all about, pretty much. And so I went back. I came back to Denver in the freezing cold with like this much snow on the ground. And I'm thinking, wow, Thailand, that was a crazy place. Good place to visit, but I could never live there. 3 months later, I'm clicking, yes, confirm, one-way ticket, go. You know, because it was clear that if I wanted to have a real future, I had to change my whole surroundings. I had to find a new career. I trained as an electronics technician, but there just weren't any jobs. So I ended up just working labor jobs for my whole 20s. So becoming a teacher, teaching English was something that people told me I should be doing, but I kept resisting it because I hated school. My teachers were not nice when I was a kid. I just didn't know that these types of opportunities existed in different countries. Had I known, I would have done it much sooner, like when I turned 18, when I got my passport, go. So instead, I started teaching in Poland with a really awesome program called Angloville. It's volunteer, conversational English speaking with professional adults, the Polish people. So I did several of those. So for a while, I would spend the winter in Chiang Rai, and then the summer in Eastern Europe, mostly Poland, but a few other countries as well. And so I was doing like an extreme, in America they call it a snowbird, where, you know, they live Florida to New York, Florida, New York. I'm going Thailand, Poland, a little bit bigger of a, you know, of a distance. So, you know, I kind of had to make a decision, and I'm glad that I did not choose Poland because of what's going on right now. Some of my friends live very, very close to the Ukrainian border, and I'm close with them, and they tell me about the situation. Plus, they have winter there. I haven't seen snow in like last 3 years. Last time I saw snow was in Europe, let's put it that way. And I lived in Alaska for 5 years when I was in my 20s. So I've lived in extreme hot places, extreme cold places, and I chose hot. So why did you? What was your decision to choose
to stay in Chiang Rai?
Okay, so I came to Chiang Rai first because it just probably most people would say this. It's like it's not too busy. It's easy to get around. It's relaxing. It's not expensive.
Yeah.
I don't really like Chiang Mai. I think it's too much of a tourist trap, honestly.
I agree.
So I thought, okay, Chiang Rai, this place, and it fits my personality, because you know I'm a little hectic, but I'm also laid back, you know. So I thought, okay, this city is pretty good. So I was going back and forth from Europe to Asia. That had to stop. I worked in Laos, in Luang Prabang, for about 1 year at a 5-star resort hotel. I also played music in local bars over there. When I first came to Chiang Rai, I joined a band within about a week, within a week, like a Thai band. You know, I just talked to them at the bar, and I told them I play piano, and they say, oh, well, come join us, right? We have pianos you can borrow, because I had nothing at that time. And we were just doing show. These guys had all the connections, you know, Farang bars, Thai bars, hostels, cafes. So, and this is before I ever started teaching English. So I look at the pile of 1,000 baht notes thinking, oh, I need to be careful. And then I join this band, and then the pile starts to get like that. I'm like, okay, this is good. And then they broke up. You know, the Thai guys had some personal problems. It had nothing to do with me. You know, they broke up the band. I lost my gig. So I went back on the road. Long story short, eventually I came back to Thailand. I got a job offer in Hat Yai in Songkhla. So I worked at a college in Hat Yai, which is about 80% female. So I'm you know, surrounded by 19, 20, 20-year-old women all day long. There's worse jobs out there, for sure. It was a pretty good job, and it helped me build a lot of confidence. But from the beginning, I never liked Hat Yai because it's extremely humid. There's no like rainy season, dry season. It's just rainy, hot, all the time, all year long. And it's a big city with a lot of traffic. And I'm from New York. I'm from the big city. I don't want to be there, you know. So I stayed in Hat Yai for about 3 years. I met my wife. We've been together 4 years now, dating, and then we got married last year officially. And the whole time, we made our plan. You know, like, I love Chiang Rai. I want to move back up there for the climate, for the relaxed lifestyle, and also hopefully to find new people to play music with and piece the puzzle back together, basically, and become established here. Mm-hmm. So that's why I chose Chiang Rai as opposed to maybe another city in Thailand. But I have traveled all over the country and lived in the south and the north. And I've never lived in Isan, but I've been to Udan Thani, Uban Ratchathani, that area. So Chiang Rai seems to have...
You're a bit of a rambling rose, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. But I'm going to be 40 years old in a couple of years, so it's slowing down, you know.
Well, you're about half of my age.
Yeah.
So it might be time to get settled down.
Yeah.
So what's... You've got a large interest in music. You've talked about it. Surely there are places with more opportunity for a musician than Chiang Rai.
Oh, of course there are. There's plenty of places like Las Vegas, Los Angeles.
I meant just in Thailand.
Where? Bangkok?
I would think
Chiang Mai,
Bangkok.
But then I'd have to live in Bangkok or live in Chiang Rai, or Mai, sorry. You know? It's a compromise. It's just a simple compromise.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I was here, when I was in that band with those guys, I was working a lot. So there is a lot of opportunity here. For one man, it's fine. You know, I'm not looking to be famous or, you know.
So
books
what
on
are you,
anything like that,
what are you doing to try and get work in the music business? Are you going out into hotels or?
Yeah. I'm trying to just kind of put the pieces together.
Yeah.
So like last year, my wife and I came here to Chiang Rai to look for a house to rent first, and then in the future we want to buy some land and have a family together. So one step at a time. So in the meantime, while we're looking for houses, I went to check out some of the bars where I used to play, and a lot of them are no longer open because of COVID, and a lot of them changed ownership, changed names. Some of the people I used to play with don't live here anymore. So that's why it's like a puzzle at this point, you know, trying to piece together. But I'm open for anything, and it has to be fun first and foremost. So I'm not like looking to go, you know, make $1 million or anything. Just the most important thing is to enjoy yourself.
Well, I hope that you can get it rolling. I know that, you know, COVID has been a real bugger as far as anything goes. You know, live music was stopped, and you know, and COVID seems to like alcohol more than it likes anything else.
Yeah,
So
right.
you know.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You know, it's only, you know, after 10 o'clock at night that COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Is a problem with alcohol.
It's like a werewolf. You know?
Anyway.
Yeah. And that's the only time I go out. The only time I ever go out to a bar to drink is when I'm performing. So I'm getting paid to be there, you know. So like I don't.
Okay, so Ian, I think that unless you've got some other important comment.
Pum Rak Chiang Rai. I love it here. I love living in this neighborhood. There's a lake and this temple up on the mountain here. So this is a great place to be for indoors and outdoors.
It's a wonderful place to be if you like freedom.
Yes.